Hi, lovelies. It's me, Sarah Martucci, psychic medium, certified crystal healer, tarot card reader, and lover of all things bizarre, weird, and fascinating. And welcome to the free weekly reading. This is for the week ahead of February 12th through February 18th of 2018. All right, so we got a solar eclipse this week in the sign of Aquarius. Solar eclipse, also a new moon. And really solar eclipses are like new moons on crack, where the new moon kind of lasts for about 4 weeks, really until the next full moon. Solar eclipses last 6 months. So we're talking about big change, things moving forward. And really and truly, you're planting these new seeds. If you think about what a new moon is about, this is planting new seeds, starting something fresh and new, really kind of getting rid of whatever else isn't working, like releasing it and letting that shit go. Really so that we can make space for these new seeds that we want to plant, to have space in the ground to do something with. If we got a flower bed crammed full of shit, nothing's going to grow. Everything's going to be competing for your energy. Really, when you're picking and choosing here, especially with the solar eclipse, like something's got to go so that you can be free, so that you can, find your freedom. And really Aquarius is all about that, while also having that closeness with a bigger group. So there's something really cool here about finding your connection to other people and like a bigger issue or like a bigger community. This could even talk about your family while still having your own independence and being your own personal person. I don't know how else to put that, but still. The point is that we're learning to find independence in our relationships right now. And I feel like this new moon is really highlighting that big time for us this week. Who am I apart from my family? Who am I apart from my spouse? Who am I apart from the old personality of me? Like, who am I now? So I think a lot of us are really kind of looking at that and saying like, okay, something's changed here. And it's time for me to come up to speed with it, because Aquarius is not a side that wants to hold on to old things or will be okay doing things in like an old paradigm or the old way. This is a planet that is ruled by Uranus, which is all about radical change, revolution, just bizarre, weird, strange shit. Literally like lightning strikes of inspiration. Like, these guys are quick, these guys are fast, and they don't have time for old, slow energy. So really that's going to be kind of influencing us this week, or that energy is going to be ready there for you to kind of tap into. So if you need that, if you need to be able to bust through these old paradigms, if you're really truly start being yourself this week, knowing who you are apart from the crowd. I also kind of want to say too with that there's something about the inner work that you've been doing also affecting the people and the group around you. So don't be afraid of the things that are coming up for you to kind of work on and fix. There's something about your personal healing or your personal journey that's actually going to affect the rest of the crowd around you. So this, again, could talk about your family. This could talk about your group of friends. This could talk about just about anything. So honestly, it would really help you this week to kind of pay attention to that personal story of yours and like, okay, so where, and with the work that I'm doing, how can I share this with my people? Or now is the point that I have to do this work. If I don't do this work, I'm not able to give back to my group or give back to my community. I think for a lot of us too, that we're finding out that the groups and the communities that we're a part of and even the families aren't working for us anymore, or there's no way to be your own separate person apart from the group. And that's going to leave a lot of people frustrated and feeling as though their needs are not being met. So don't be afraid of that freedom or that feeling that you're having about wanting your personal freedom while still being connected to the group. That's a very real thing with Aquarius. Something that's incredibly important to them. And really and honestly, in terms of their relationships, is their safety and security thing. So, you know, with other signs, it's different. With Aries, they like their freedom too, but like, it's just me and you and that's it. For the most part. Pisces, I mean, most of the Pisces I know, like polyamory just works for them straight up, you know? So it's like, you got to have multiple relationships going on here, you know? Like, it really just depends on what sign that we're looking at and really truly what their thing is. Also too, looking at your Venus sign is really going to tell you what you're like in love, and with like money and finances and stuff like that too, but really what stimulates you in your love life. So we might even be finding that some of our partners just aren't adding up to what we need right now. And again, I want to say to you guys, don't be afraid of that. Again, this change here that needs to take place will actually make your situation better. So don't be afraid of it, no matter what that fear feeling is coming up for you. And maybe for you, like, and I feel this too, that like, well, if I change, then who's going to love me or who's going to take care of me? Do you know what I mean? Or who's going to want to be around me? Or, you know, if I keep evolving here and keep changing, are people even going to be able to keep up? So I want to say to you, yes. And that the ones that are supposed to love you, I actually heard this today myself, the ones that are supposed to love you are going to be there no matter what. Doesn't matter, like, you're not too much, you're not too crazy, you're not too little of something, you're not over or crazy anything at all. This is your journey and your evolution of you. So you have to honor that. But again, I think this is beautiful astro weather in terms of like really relating to how that personal journey and the work that I'm doing might actually help the other people around me too. And if anything, at bare minimum, you will be a positive role model to look up to in terms of living my life to the fullest or living truthfully to what is right for me. Okay. All right. So let's pick some cards. Whoop, whoop. All right, so always, always, always with the cards and this card portion of it, pick one, pick two, pick all three. I don't give a fuck how many you pick. Pick all of them. Pick what you're drawn to. Use your abilities here. Use your psychic knowing. Use your intuition. Use your gut instinct, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. Use that thing inside of you and really pick the cards that are speaking to you, okay? All right, so if you're going to pick card number one, this is going to be card number one. All right, and then this is going to be card number two. And then this will be card number three. All right, you guys digging my nail polish? You like my nails? I'm so excited. Looks like I have mermaid nails. Okay, so this is something I'm trying to do lately. And okay, I'm just giving you guys a couple minutes to pick the cards, but I just want to chat about my nails because I'm super psyched. It's like the super girly thing that I love to do. And in the past, like, I've never really done it. And what a ridiculous thing to have with like a goal. But I was like, you know, I really want to get my nails done on a regular basis. It makes me feel pretty, it makes me feel good and pampered. And it's just something that makes me feel, you know, good inside. So I got my nails done, super excited. It's that super pretty green color and it just looks good to me. Green looks good to me. Okay, come on now. I can pull it off with, you know, my my autumn palette here. You know? So yeah, loving my nails. And yeah, I don't know how you guys are feeling lately, like about your relationships. Everything kind of feels like maybe a little crazy. You're trying to figure out like, where do I fit now? You know, if I need to find my independence, or I need to remember who I am, or find that out for myself, or new things are coming to the surface for me in terms of my freedom and who I am. Just don't be afraid of it, guys. And I think that that's half the battle, is that fear of what's coming up. What does that mean then going forward? So there's a level of trust here that needs to happen with you if you're open to it this week. Just allowing those things to come to the surface, not judging them, just seeing it for what it is and seeing it as a part of you. And accepting it and understanding it, because really, let's be real, it starts with you. So if you're unwilling to face it, or you're unwilling to come to terms with it, how can you really expect anybody else to? And I usually hate that fucking saying. I hate it with all my might, because other people are going to be able to see the greatness in you no matter what, but you won't be able to feel it. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, so actually, let me like take that back, what the fuck I just said. Other people will definitely be able to love you and be able to see you for all that you are, but you won't be able to feel it, because if you're not coming to terms with yourself, then you're going to be totally blind to it. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about not being loved. That's not going to be an issue for you. Worry about not being, and I'm talking about other people. You should really be worried about not loving yourself and not honoring who you are this week. And really, Aquarius is about that. It's about the independent person, but somehow tied back to the larger community, larger group. So don't be afraid of that this week. Just face your shit. At least you're in good company with the rest of us. At least you're not all by yourself, like on a technicality out there. So just know that all of us are going through this shit and just doing the best that we can at any given time. So go easy on yourself, have some patience, and just trust whatever comes up for you. Okay. All right. yak in front of me. All right, so if you pick card number 1, you got the 5 of Feathers, and here's your beautiful card. The little armadillo is so cute. I'm gonna say it every week because I don't care, but I love this fucking deck of cards. All right. So what's really cool about this card is the feathers, really. So feathers in this deck is going to be talking about the air sign. Really, we're going to be dealing with air. So communication. It's going to be like standing for swords in regular tarot. Really, this is going to be dealing with our mental space. Where are we mentally? Are you freaking out about the future? Something you have no power over? Are you stuck in the past? Again, a place where it's already done and gone. What are you going to do about it? Are you here in the present moment, focusing completely on what it is that you need to do, and really being present enough to be able to grab whatever opportunities run your way or insights or flashes of insights that you get. So this is going to be a big mental week for you. Really, the theme of your card is strategy and resilience. So I want to say to you, that feeling of you not getting what you want or you not getting what you need, or feeling as though it's a ridiculous journey or trek to get the things that you need, I want to say to you that your resilience is really going to be called upon here. And really kind of having a well drawn out strategy ahead of you. You want to get from point A right here to point B. What logical, practical, rational steps do you need to take in order to get there? You need to be thinking about that this week. Also, too, what I find interesting about this card, as I just told you, to be present in the moment, there's going to be a call to the past this week. If you see the armadillo, he's facing towards the right, which is talking about the past. But if you notice his movement, it's like towards the past, but it's kind of moving upwards. So I want to say that there's going to be, it's almost like you repeatedly have been going back to something in the past, or something from the past has been coming up for you repeatedly, and there's this feeling of finally overcoming it. So whether this is issues within your family, this could be talk about like personal issues, your relationship issues, fucking, I don't know. Maybe you got Twizzlers instead of the Reese cups you wanted. I don't know. The point is that we're overcoming the issue here, really because of your resilience and because of the strategy where you just didn't let it the fuck go. If you notice about the armadillo as well, that there's like this armor going on around the armadillo. So there's something here about protecting yourself as well, or you finally learned how to protect yourself and now you're able to get over whatever obstacle has been in your way. So just know that the work that you've been doing, well done, you guys. Damn fucking proud of you. Keep getting it. And just remember, especially if this is about reaching a goal this week, you're really trying to move forward. Once you cut those cords of attachment to the past, we really kind of get over that hump. We bulk up our armor here and we take care of ourselves, but in a positive way, in a good way. We're not shutting ourselves down. We're still allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, but we realize that whatever this situation from the past keeps pulling on us, it's got to go and we got to protect ourselves from it. It's not healthy. Do you feel? So put up that armor, put on your big girl panties and get to it. Just get the thing fucking done, and release yourself here. This is about your freedom. But really good work. Just keep it's almost like, what it reminds me of symbolically is like water that keeps hitting rocks and stones. You think like, what is this water doing? This is stupid. Why would it do that? But over time, it plows right through its obstacles. Do you know what I'm saying? So I guess be like water in this instance, even though you've got like a very, very mental week, just in terms of that resilience and never letting up and just having that strategy. You know what you need to do. Follow the damn thing this week. You know in your heart exactly what you need to do. Do the damn thing and cut those cords of attachment to the past. It's your time to shine. All right? Okay, beautiful. And if you pick card number 2, you pulled the love card. And here's your amazing card. Woo! Little wolves. So cute. So, this is actually a major arcana card. Talk about major change. Hold on. Hello. Oh, there's Mattis. Hi, Mattis. All right, so talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward this week. And this is really going to be talking about your love relationships. Also, too, I want to say, because it represents the number 6, everything that we're kind of talking about with you pulling this card, wait for the month of June in terms of things coming to a fruition, or the 6th of a month. To me, it feels more like June, though. So wait to see how things develop here, or you'll be able to see the fruition of the developments by June. You'll understand the full story at that point. Really, this card, again, is about the reemergence or the emergence of a love relationship in your life. This is a card about unions, about companionship, about partnership. This could even talk about a business partnership. And also, too, the reemergence of self-love. You really understanding and accepting all parts of yourself, even the ugly stuff or the shadow side, you know, the things that we generally try to just hide under the rug, like, just don't look there. Just go sweep this under the rug. Just don't look in that space. It's fine. Everything else is clean, though. Just don't look in that corner. Thanks. You know, everybody does it. Everybody's got that space. To me, it feels as though that, like, and this could even talk about your relationship. If you're in a committed long-term relationship, the resurgence of love back into it, and really feeling as though you have a partner in crime in the best way possible. And with wolves here, there's something cool about wolves represent to me family. They represent a couple different things, like a teacher and a guide, but they also represent family. So there's something here about this person feeling like soul family, or this person may actually be your family. So if this is a business partnership, I would highly recommend working with your family if you pull this card. You guys will be in sync, on the same level, on the same page. You guys will be able to kick some ass. In terms of a love relationship, this feels to me, because they're pointing towards the right, towards the past, to me it feels like you already know this person, or this is like a blast from the past. So if somebody from the past that you used to date, or somebody that you knew in high school or whatever, or college even, comes up and is like, hey, you want to go on a date? Say yeah. Go have a good time. Especially if you already know this person and you trust them and you like them to begin with. So go have a good time, and don't be surprised. Also, too, if you might get a call from an ex, even if you don't want it. Of course, shut that shit down. But if you want it, then go back out on that date and see where you guys are at. Maybe at the time when you guys were dating, it wasn't the right time for you. We're right now, and in this space, you guys have both grown so much, and it's finally your time to reconnect and to really do something beautiful together. So really that connection of family there, or even if this is talking about a new love relationship showing up, this person just feels like fucking soul family. Like you can't put your finger on it, but you've known this person before this time. So what I want to say to you is trust that feeling, trust that instinct, and go with it. Trust yourself. Always, always, always. That is going to be every single week. I'm going to be telling you guys to trust yourself every single week. That message is never going to change. So trust yourself. Okay. All right, cool. So really your themes for this week are choice and trust. And again, trusting yourself is a big thing. What choices do you need to make in order to be free? Especially in terms of your love life, or loving yourself, or being a part of a relationship where love is like also like mutual respect. Do you know what I mean? So really pay attention to your choices this week too, and think deeply about it, because you might even, funny enough, because there's 2 wolves on there, you might be choosing between 2 people. So, what's the choice that is really going to support you? What's the choice, or who's the person that feels like soul family to you? What's the choice that really truly supports, again, who you are and what you're about? In order for you to make that choice, you got to know those answers, though. Do you feel? So don't do this half-assed. Like, you don't want to make the wrong choice and end up, no matter how this plays out, even if you make the wrong choice, in air quotes, you're still making a choice that's important for you to learn. So whatever happens here, but if you're making choices based out of fear, you're not going to be choosing the best situation for you, is maybe a better way to say it. So just pay attention, really tap back into yourself. And again, with this being a major arcana card, talk about that major change in evolution, you're going to be moving on up. And if you notice with the card, on the card, the wolves, like they're moving to the right, but again, there's like this upward movement. So I want to say to you that like things are getting better here and we're moving upwards. So just hold tight. If things feel a little wacky right now, get to know yourself, or know who you are before you make that choice. Okay? All right. All right. And then the final card, if you pulled card number 3, you get the 6 of Feathers, and here's your beautiful card. This card is actually very significant to me. pretty much cried right before I did the weekly video. A friend of mine that I helped to cross over 2 years ago, her sign and symbol that she comes through with is a little dragonfly. So it was nice to flip this card over and be like, what? So it was really beautiful. All right, so you pulled the Six of Feathers. And again, feathers, this is going to be standing for swords in most other decks. So this is going to be, again, a mental week for you. Really focusing on that mental space and getting it right there. Six of Feathers is about upward movement and busting through obstacles and busting through whatever, really breaking free from all the shit that's been holding you back and not allowing fear to stop you from going upwards too. If you notice on the card, the little dragonfly is literally moving upwards. So there's going to be major upwards movement this week. And if you notice that little light or that little sun that's above him, it almost looks as though like he's kind of reaching for it. There's this idea, or there's this, this could even talk about your health, because the little sun would represent health, your joy, your happiness, your vitality. It's almost like, really, this card is talking about like you reaching for that. And that idea, that goal that you have is really helping you with this upwards movement. So again, don't be afraid of your goals. Don't be afraid if things have changed completely. You want to do something completely different. It's your fucking life. If you don't do this for you, no one else is going to. Do you hear me? Like, you have to do this for yourself. Unrelentingly, you need to love yourself and trust where your soul is taking you here. So just know that this week, whatever those goals you have in terms of your joy, your vitality, even possibly your health, are absolutely attainable. It is just a matter of course. So allow those goals, allow these ideas to really take you along here on a fucking journey. Like, you've got some big shit to do. And I want to say too, the themes of the card for this week are transition and insight. So you might have lots of inspiration coming your way. All of a sudden you're kind of deciding like, what are those goals for me? Mentally, you're kind of mulling it over and you keep getting these flashes of insight. Pay attention to them. Even if it feels absolutely fucking ridiculous, write this shit down so that you can kind of reference it again. Or even say a couple months later, you go back to look at the notes and you're like, oh shit, that was pretty damn insightful. Maybe I should do this thing. Do you know? So pay attention to the insights you get. Tap into your psychic gifts and abilities. Really focus on what your happiness and joy and vitality goals are. What are those for you? What does that mean to you? And then really, again, allow it to take you bigger and better. Don't be afraid of your bigness this week. And don't be afraid of the transition that is coming from you or that is coming through you in order to take you from being smaller, or feeling kind of trapped and caged or being in a small space to being bigger and better. And honestly, really spreading your wings and flying. Aren't you ready? Aren't you sick of feeling like you're just stuck in a box and you can't do anything and go anywhere? If you pulled this card, is because you're no longer resonating with that old energy. The end. So make sure you tap into that. Allow this bigness. Embrace your bigness. Embrace your goals, because they're going to be taking you higher and better and happier. And that's the goal, right? That's what everybody wants. So just know this week, you got a lot going on with the transition and the insight, but just pay attention to where your soul is guiding you. Again, there's a bigger message here. There's a bigger calling. Trust in that, my friend. You're going in the right space at the right times with the right people. Fuck yeah. All right, good job. All right, and the stone I chose for this week is Astrophyllite. And let's see if you can see the coolness of it. Okay, so you can barely see it, but like the little flashes in there. Do you see that? So cool. So this is one of my personal boob stones again. Keeping it classy. But I love this stone. It's an incredible psychic protection stone. Even though this one is dark black and it's got like the golden and sometimes blue kind of flashes in there. Really the stone is a crown chakra stone. Some other people and places consider it all chakras. I really like it for the crown chakra. At least it's helped me in that space. So again, there's psychic protection. There's something about with the stone about also too, if you astrally project, or that's one of the things that you can do. This is a fucking awesome stone in terms of helping you to feel safe in that space, like projecting to another space and time and feeling safe going outside of your body in that way and helping you to find your way back. Honestly, the stone is fucking amazing for cutting cords of attachment to old shit too, and just letting old paradigms go so that you can grow and that you can really, again, bust outside of like this little box or a category that you're keeping yourself in, so that you can be free and happy. So this stone is amazing for having major movement forward, cutting those attachments to the past and whatever other crap you've got going on here, especially if they're emotional or if it's a mental attachment, especially because this is a crown chakra stone, at least for me personally. So it's perfect for all of those things. Again, with the added bonus of it being a psychic protection stone. Fuck yeah. I also want to say too that this stone, it feels to me like it's got connections to a cosmic energy or a galactic energy. Maybe even alien. I don't know. Not as much as Moldavite, where Moldavite's like all alien woo doggies. This one's kind of got like a lighter ET feeling to it. So if you're also into that, or you'd like to communicate with higher states of consciousness or a higher vibrations of energy, this is the perfect stone to do that with. And then again, with that astral projection, like you're just like, bye Felicia, and then go do your thing in astral world. I don't know. Travel wherever the fuck you need to go. And do whatever you have to do, knowing that you'll be safe and protected all along the journey. All right, you guys, I really hope you'd enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. You guys fucking rock. Thank you for putting up with my weirdness and yeah, just tuning in and sending me love and just being here and reading this and planning your week around it too. You guys are everything. So thank you guys. I love you. And remember, this is your week. Make it an amazing one. God bless you guys. All right. And Goddess bless you guys too. May the universe bless you and your refrigerator. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.